So let's see what Keen Gaming want to go to. This Terrorblade Tuscan Rubik is alright early. You're going to want to make a lot of space for the Terrorblade, though, if you want him just farming and not fighting. If he's going to be in your safe lane, you still need an off laner and a mid laner if Tuscan Rubik are your two supports. The lineup is theoretically open due to the fact that Rubik did play in the mid lane last game, but they pick up the Darkseer. Can do really well with his farm, the Ion Shell. Can work with the Tusk as well as the, as well as the Rubik. Throwing the Ion Shell on either of them or surging them.
Dire team ban.
They ban the puck. Don't want that mobility and that lockdown against them. As well as that Waning Rift, which is such a great silence.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So we'll see what Keen Gaming elect to ban here, as they do have the 9th pick.
Dire team pick.
And they will ban the Morphling that Royal have picked up a couple of times. So let's see what this final pick will be here for Keen Gaming. Looks like they need a mid unless they go back to that Rubik. I don't think they will after that poor performance. And yeah, they pick up the Ember. A hero I was talking about that was yet to be banned and not going to that Rubik. But Yi is very good on the Ember. You'll have Old Chicken on the Terrorblade. Old 11 on the Darkseer. This is a much better lineup this time around from Keen. Royal's lineup is a little bit interesting.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm questioning the 3 off-lane picks in a row.
5 seconds remaining.
We'll have to see, though. Apparently King Gaming played an Ancient Apparition against the RNG main squad. "53 seconds remaining on this final pick." Trying to find a lineup where they've gone with this Abaddon before. But Abaddon, Enigma... If that's safe lane with Shrek, off lane Enigma, or off lane Doom, they could go... They did play the Necro mid. See if they do that. They played the Ember and it lost. Then they played the Morphling, obviously that got banned. And it is the Necro. Alright. So I was right. Cool. And it will be a mid-Necro, safe lane Leshrac, off lane Doom, 4-position Enigma, 5-position Abaddon. With a mid-Ember, off lane Darkseer, Terrorblade in the safe lane, 4-position Tusk, 5-position Rubik. I do like this Royal lineup. You can use that Reaper Scythe to your advantage and take out, say, the Terrorblade or the Ember. With it, slow down their farm and again start to get ahead early. That's what you're looking to accomplish. So we'll see if Royal can take this in can take this in 2 games, or if we're going to need a 3rd game. As Royal did look really good in the previous game, and honestly looked good enough to win a 2-0 series here, or win in a 2-0 fashion against Keen Gaming. No idea what's going on. Are they disconnecting? So, are they sending the Abaddon with the Necro? Obviously the demonic conversion first. And this will Shrek will head over towards top. Very cool scent. So let's see. Smoke coming out. Keen Gaming looking to go for it, going for broke. There are 3 heroes here, and the 3 wrong. I don't know. I don't think these are the right heroes to really try and combat this. As Ruby comes over, his smoke is broken, and they never catch up to the Leshrac. That is unfortunate here for Keen Gaming. Just a step too far and ends up blowing his cover.
30 seconds to battle.
There's a 4-position Enigma with the Leshrac. Abaddon's over here top 2, so a tri-lane with Enigma Abaddon?
Breathe it in. Breathe it in.
The battle begins.
Necro over mid. Doom over bottom. As a demonic conversion with 3 clarities. Is he going to keep this in lane? That's the question. Are you trying to farm here? Or, you know, what are you trying to do? Are you just going to back off towards the jungle eventually? Continue to use that mist coil over on these heroes towards top, but he TP's bottom, not in time as Flyby goes down. It's the early aggression there with the Rubik as well as the Tusk and the Terribly that I was talking about. That gets them this first blood. Ember has to be careful. Earlier today we saw a Necro beat an Ember in lane. See how well this Ember does against this, how Yi does against 897. There it is. Sep finally backs up into the jungle, but Flyby dead again. Once again, they come through, and that'll be with tag team as well as the telekinesis and using the end of that metamorphosis to get a kill. There's only so much that DDC can do, and, well, unfortunately at this part, they've given up 2 kills already. Oh, God. Oh, thank God I'm not the only one feeling that lag. Kale. If you know you are about to die, consider entering a neutral camp or going to Roshan and letting them kill you instead. This will deny the enemy team, the gold and experience. I think they were lagging as well. We started to get that choppiness. And, well, I think we're waiting for everybody to be okay. I got those 2 kills early here, bottom. You need to be careful because that combination is going to continue to run at you. Still lagging. So go pause once again. And we're just gonna wait. Every defeat is practice for your next victory, remember. Hope you guys can remember that. My tip, second chances should always be granted. What's our next tip as we wait for this to unpause? Always keep an eye on your minimap. Calm players almost always make better decisions. How long can you stay calm? That's the question. Did reconnect on the tusk, so we'll see if that's enough. Ping, 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 ping. Alright, we're good to go. Here we go, guys. Once again, we'll try it. And, oh, are they going to pause? Let's see. I'm lagging. I don't know if they're lagging this time around. And I think they still are. This is no surprise. Question is it going to become a remake? Okay. Minute 48 in this game. They do have 2 kills, so a remake is kind of... Guess we'll all disconnect. I might as well. But if we're all going to do it. I'm a follower, not a leader. Here we go. We back in the game? Uh-oh. I always get nervous when that doesn't show up immediately. We're good. Well, I am. I don't know if anybody else is. I reconnected. Hoping that that helps me as well. TB Metamorphosis on cooldown for another 80 seconds. I still have Telekinesis and Tag Team, so you bring DDC close enough and he's probably dead. Now waiting on the Abaddon as well as a little chicken on the Terrorblade. Hopefully they'll be back soon. There's one. Got our Abaddon back. We're fully here. Full strength, boys and girls. Come on, no lag. God damn it.
Denied.
This is gonna be a pause again. Why? Oh, God. This is horrible. Oh, that was a nice little star. Who's drawing like that? Dark? How do you draw such good lines? Those are perfect. He's drawing stars on the map. Multifaceted. Multifaceted Dota player. I wish I could interview these guys. I was actually trying to find out if I could cast with one of the Chinese players who wasn't participating at the moment. So I was trying to like look up if anybody has any like English talking experience, because I know a lot of players, they know English. It's just obviously they get interviewed in their native tongue. But I was trying to find someone who like would know the Chinese scene as much as I do.
Worst enemy.
I don't know if there's any players who have like, I was thinking Faith Beyond maybe, just because he's coaching eHome, so. I don't know what they're saying. I wish I could read this. I've been trying to work on my Chinese. Ooh, that's one disconnect. Two disconnects. Everybody's disconnected on the side of Royal. Hope everybody is having a great day. He asked, "Are you lagging?" Okay. Cool. The more you know. Old 11 says a lot of lag. So should I just spam that in my US East chat? How kale when I lag? Get some reconnects coming in and Enigma back into this one. Rubik queuing up the Ags. And the Blink Dagger. Because, you know, no boots. Forget him. By the way, I noticed that when people disconnect, the net worth changes up here. Really weird. OG's going to be playing Alliance soon. That should be fun. I'll fall asleep to that once I'm able to get some sleep today. Because I have like, what is it? It's 9 in the morning now. 12 hours from now is 9 at night. And then 3 hours from that is midnight. And then 2.5 from there. So about 17 hours till I have to cast again. No, pause. Everybody not ready. We're almost there. We're getting there. We're getting close. We're trying, guys. I mean, they're trying. I'm not doing anything. They're immortal emotes. If only chat wasn't 5 minutes behind what I'm saying, you know? Kind of reading and watching, seeing how you guys are reacting to these long pauses. I was thinking about going and starting to stream PlayStation games. Yes, I know, not PC. But it's got some sports games I like. MLB The Show being one of them. So, might start streaming that. Just kind of talking about my day at this point. We could talk about the game. I'd love to have a co-caster to bounce ideas off of. Because I do like King Gaming's lineup. I think it's a little bit more serious this time around. Whereas Royal, I'm interested with their lineup. I think it can work as well. Well, earlier in my opinion. We're all here. We're all ready. I think. Now it's 75 seconds till Metamorphosis was up. When we started this pause, it was 82. Conspiracy theory. I think not. Anybody here watch JoJo's? What's your favorite stand? We're pinging out. You know, I wonder what gets talked about here in the pauses. Like, how much depth can you go into? I do wonder. Like, you're in the laning stage right now. Obviously, you could potentially talk about when you're going to gank. Language is called Mandarin, not Chinese. Yeah, I know. That's the proper saying. Can you wait for a while? There hasn't been any word of a remake yet. What I think is really happening is they just want me to not sleep. But they start the game, and we're good. This looks less laggy. This actually looks really good. I think we're solid. That's right, let's get some disco going. When Shrek comes back in, he'll TP through. As the Doom has gone over top, things haven't gotten easier as he's just eating the burn of the Ion Shell. But now still up against this tri-lane. We'll see if Leshrac can deal with it. Invis under his nose is dark. And he only has tag team for the moment. He's hoping to get level 2 while he's Invis. Possibly throw some shards out there. Not sure if it would be the... not sure if he'll go Snowball or Shards, but the Split Earth misses, and now we'll pop the tag team. They'll go after the Leshrac in a lot of trouble. 3 heroes here doing a lot of damage, but staying alive with DDC's help. The Miss Coil comes in with the telekinesis, lifts him up, pulls him back. The 2-man Split Earth, and he stays alive. They get the kill on Takaka. How does this Leshrac stay... Hold on. I don't want to Caster's Curse. This Miss Coil once again. He does stay alive. Some of you at home may be saying, that was a little bit of fake hype, but after a long pause like that, I'm excited. I get to actually watch some moving Dota. And I love this game so much that I do get a little ahead of myself at times. Leshrac back over bottom. Full health. The Split Earth harassing some of these creeps. Oh, so good. But let's see how Yi's doing. He had a horrible game as the Rubik in the previous one, and then, well, 897 is just about level 5, and as is the Ember, but they now lose the Leshrac as Abaddon wasn't there to really save him. Look over towards mid. Enigma makes his way around and will secure that double damage rune. But I worry about this Leshrac. Without DDC right next to him, it's a struggle for the Leshrac to stay alive with 3 heroes there. Kaka comes over. And he's here to help out Yi. Giving him a couple of shared tangos. Now over top, Infernal Blade comes out. Is he maxing out Infernal Blade? No, he's actually gotten 2 into the Devour. 1 into the Scorched Earth, 1 into the Infernal Blade. Coming around is Sep. They're going to try and get this kill. They've got Malefice to work with and a couple of Eidolons. And, oh, wow, giving so much back. That wand really saving his life, but they're continuing to chase the Infernal Blade. Finally taking out Old Chicken. Kaka and Dark are here. That'll leave the Darkseer alone bottom, and Old 11 kind of struggling now by himself. It was the Tri-Lane that was really keeping him healthy, keeping him aggressive, and without those supports, it's just not as easy for him. So,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
grab a bunch of bounty runes for Royal, and they've got a 2,000 net worth lead already. Despite being down in kills, they are doing really well at the moment. Top of the net worth is the Necro. I'm not too surprised. It's what we saw in the last time this matchup occurred. Earlier today, technically. And then you follow that up with the Doom, who had died twice over bottom and has recovered really well. So tag team comes in. Just as I said, he recovered really well. I've cursed his life. Scorched Earth, Snowball hits, still running away, makes it away. Able to eke out an escape with that 26.3 regen. Reaper Scythe, not enough. And we'll Remnant away. Throws a Remnant back, so he's going to go heal and then make his way back towards the lane. 897. Reaper Scythe's going to be on cooldown for over 100 seconds. The Mistcoil comes in to keep him healthier than just sitting there and knowing a Remnant's nearby. And the Mistcoil once again just spamming the Mistcoil. It's got some okay regen, able to spam the Mistcoil and keep the Necro in this lane safely. There's the Remnant jump back. But ooh, as I say that, they'll bring in these 2 other supports, and now the Telekinesis comes out. He'll try to survive. Any TP's coming in. He'll get under the tower. TP's just way too late. DDC will end up stopping it. And the reaction there is just
Radiant's middle tower is under
too
attack.
slow.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
September and Flyby are taking this top tier 1. And what that's going to cause is Terrorblade to be more constricted in where he farms. Opens up the jungle area here, Royal, the King Gaming jungle area here for Royal Academy, and they need to be careful with that, because if the warding is good enough here from Royal Academy, they're going to make aggressive moves. They're going to look to shut down this Terrorblade. And this ward spots DDC, who is yet to drop down any vision out of the Metamorphosis. The tower's been taken, continuing to farm top. Almost level 6. We'll see if that's even into the black hole. They are going for drums on the Doom. And they will have Reaper Scythe soon, so if they can get this vision down and spot this Terrorblade, potentially worth a kill. And there's that ward immediately dropped. Sentry ward comes out and it will spot this Observer. And they are able to clean it up. They've got extra help nearby. But as do the Dire. Old 11 is here with Dark and Yi. Necro Comes over to the stairs. DDC looking, and there's the Remnant back. And with this tier 1 standing, he should be okay for now. They'll also goof it up. 897 moving forward. Flyby coming around. They're going to commit to this tier 1 tower. All the while, they're pushing the bottom tier 1 on top of this. And Leshrac, he's here by himself, farming away, pushing away. They get the tier 1 over mid. They're happy about it.
Radiant are scanning.
4,000 net worth lead here for Royal.
Dire's bottom tower.
Look over at DDC, and it's an easy kill there with the help of Ian Dark. So DDC ends up dying. Then Flyby goes down, or Flyby gets a kill on a Kaka. He's in the trees as he's over top. Did use Doom for that too.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They come over for old Chicken and just push him out of the jungle. Like I said, it's this aggression that's really going to mess with this TV. They have this ward, 2 heroes surrounding DDC, taking a lot of damage, immediately killed. Tag teams at level 3.
A tithe to the impurities.
Now level 3 tag team giving 75 extra bonus damage. Nothing to really joke about. So you're able to rip through that Abaddon. So level 5 is getting close to that 6. See if he takes the borrowed time. And with Shrek over bottom, he's made his way to level 8. He's going into the Yules first, so a bit more control for them to set up that split earth. When you can work from that Infernal Blade on top of it, you can do quite a bit. And coming around is the Doom. Infernal Blade, as I'm saying that. And Kaka hit by the Malefice, then the Infernal Blade. An easy kill here for the side of Royal Academy. They've only got 4. They're down by 2 kills, but they're up by 5,000 net worth. And they are continuing to pressure, and they're going to look towards the tier 2 over top.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Quickly they take that tower.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They setting up for a smoke? Looks like they might be.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So Ember Spirit trying to push. He doing all he can. Cleaning up these creeps behind the tower. Just cutting them. Putting that pressure onto the tier 1 bottom. And they've got this ward here. Keep some vision on the Radiant team. But all 5 heroes are here. Ready with the Black Hole. Ready with Doom. Everything is just about ready here for Royal. They just don't have the borrowed time. That's it. Easy 200 gold with that Devour. Shards come out. Malefice on old 11. He's forced to try and surge, but the Infernal Blade comes out, and they are chasing. They've got the Reaper Scythe, but Kaka stays alive. The wall's placed down, but no vacuum to follow it up. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains coming out afterwards. The Remnant away. Fadebolt hits onto September.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Shards blocking in September, but really doesn't have to worry. They took the tier 2. They pressure Keen Gaming, and they're dealing with just outer towers in the bottom lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Helm of the Dominator on the Enigma, so looking a little bit like he's just going for the auras. This could be a black hole opportunity. He needs to be very careful. They're waiting at his Remnant, but he jumps over. Oh no, September! Oh no! He had the other Remnant! Oh, it hurts to see. It physically hurts to see that. Oh. You know the feeling. It may not be happening in professional games to you or me, but that is it hurts. And now they've used these drums to try and catch up to Keen Gaming, who are looking to eject from this engagement. Dark hit with the Malefice, but Keen Gaming staying nearby. They don't want to let him die.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now it's their turn to pressure a tower once again. Tier 1 over bottom.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Shrac's been found out. He is very, very dead.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
They have finished the pipe. Got the kill on the Shrach. They get the tower over bottom. That's the tier 1 down. Only one more outer tower remains here for Keen Gaming. Down 6,000 net worth. Ember has got himself the phase boots. I think he's working on a Maelstrom. Yeah. Terrorblade going into a BKB immediately. Not even sure he'll finish off the Yasha. And Darkseer has the Helm of the Dominator. Arcane Boots. 1,700 gold. Enigma saving up. We'll see what he goes for. Could be Guardian Greaves just to buy out on the mech. Get Guardian Greaves and be that aura carry, that sustainability. We finally have the Rod of Atos on the Necro, so they'll have that root. Make it a bit easier for the Enigma to lay down the black hole. He's only level 7, about to hit 8 though. Seemed like he was a little far behind in experience. What is the experience lead right now? It's actually in favor of Keen Gaming. Yeah, it seemed like they were kind of low. I guess they've been staying together quite a bit to continue to push. So, and he does go Blink Dagger, so it won't be the Guardian Greaves. He'll go Blink Dagger. We'll see if that's going to be Blink BKB. Get the Helm of the Dominator, Arcane Boots, Blink BKB. Secure yourself in these black holes. Not the worst idea.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
They lose their bottom tier 1, but they're pressuring onto the high ground. Ulti just railing away onto Keen Gaming. Try to find their entrance. Sleight of Fist, and let's see, where do you go from here? The vacuum into the wall. That's going to be 2 heroes hit by that vacuum, though. Doom comes out. Tusk all the way on the back lines with Terrorblade helping out. They get the kill into September, and now the Yules is out onto this Ember Spirit, but they clean up the Leshrac. They look for more. Tusk not dead yet, and the chase is on. Reaper Scythe comes in, but it's not enough damage. The Sunder's used. 897 now in a little bit of trouble as the Remnant's over, and he will fall. 3 heroes dead on the side of Royal Academy, and the chase is on from Keen Gaming to get more as they try to exit. DDC on the run, but nowhere to go. The roads run out, and that will make it 4 heroes dead on the Radiant side of Royal Academy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
With that, they'll go after tier 1 mid. Flyby. Malefice. Trying to land an Inferno Blade. And Malefice ticks. They'll get the Inferno Blade. They've got the Centaur Stomp. And there's another Surge. But they get the kill on Akaka. So coming around is the Leshrac and DDC. Now they've got the root onto the Ember. This time the black hole hits. And they kill the Ember. Things go a little bit awry over mid just a moment ago for Royal Academy, but they bring it back with a kill on the Ember as well as the Rubik. Look for this melee racks this early on. Vacuum wall once again on the 4. Now they're following it up. Kaka, he's got the Leshrac ulti, and he's doing a good amount of damage, just not enough damage. They don't have Metamorphosis. That would have been perfect with the vacuum wall. Pulse Nova was okay, but you just don't have much to follow it up. The snowball comes out. Unable to kill 897. Remnant forward, sleight of fist. Vacuum again on everybody, pulling them close, but they've got the root on Akaka. Pulse Nova raining away, and there's the Necro ult. The Reaper Scythe comes in on Akaka to get the kill. Searing Chains burning away DDC's life, and they will get themselves the Leshrac. Now the Necro looking for more. Flyby on the run. The shards block them in, and everybody's here to join the buffet.
Let death become peace.
So they do get the melee racks. They do get the tier 3. They end up losing 4 again for that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Which is a little bit rough. This Terrorblade is getting scarier and scarier each moment that passes.
Radiant's middle tower.
And they have the sustain from the Darkseer too. He's almost got these Guardian Greaves. Jules comes out. Sleight of Fist missing the Split Earth. Oh no, they're turning around. They had the shards, the Walrus Punch lifted up, thrown down, killed off, Vacuum onto the high ground. That was amazing. Cheeky move there. And right off that, they're gonna smoke. Shrek dead for another 17. They might be able to just get DDC, who could be tanking the gank. They're hoping instead of the Necro, and there's the Remnant forward, but they know where the Necro is. They've got the Sleight of Fist as well as the Searing Chain, the Vacuum Wall. That's going to be 1. Make it 2. Walrus Punch. Up in the area go. And knocked out on the ground like you've just been hit by Tyson. Another 2 kills for Keen Gaming, pulling this game back from the brink.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Royal Academy starting to throw it all away. It really did seem all but locked up for them at some of these moments in this game. Doom is top of the net worth, but Necro has fallen off, as has the Leshrac. It used to be 4 straight in terms of net worth at the top. Necro trying to get it back. The Reaper Sights haven't exactly gotten kills in this game, except for the Rubik in the mid exchange. You'd like to be taking care of the Terrorblade or the Ember with that. Rubik. Blink. For the Infernal Blade, but they'll land the Split Earth, so it won't matter. They'll get an easy kill. And the Doom now coming out onto the Darkseer, but you want to be able to follow this up with the kill. Otherwise, it's just the Doom wasted. Remnant back, Searing Chains, locks in the Leshrac as well as the Doom. And that's Doom down.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
So they have the mech now. Next will be the BKB. Necro going into a Radiance that he had picked up the Boots of Travel. Let's see if how much that's going to end up working out for him. This Searing Chains, DDC. And yeah, you could tell it's starting to lag up again. We get another pop. So here we go. Everybody's starting to converge over towards DDC. Looks like the lag has subsided. Necro forming top, and I want to see if he's going to go for the blink. Now he's got blink, heart, radiance, and
Radiant are scanning.
Something else with plate mail queued up. See what that ends up being. Couple of heroes sitting over mid. They're looking. Remnant forward. Sleight of fist. Searing chains. DDC trying to get out. Remnant forward again. Doom's here. You need to be careful. They are trying to move in on him. Now the Remnant out. So he's out of Remnants. And Royal definitely had an opportunity to take advantage on that. And I might still be able to do so. But without Remnants, I don't think he's really looking to make an aggressive play. And then you can use that time to continue to farm up like you've been trying to do so. Because you had a 6,000, 7,000 net worth lead, which has all kind of come crumbling back to earth. So you need these next couple of items. The Doom, who's going into the Crimson Guard. The Necro going into the Radiance. So a Shrek going into the Bloodstone. And the BKB for Enigma to land potentially game-changing black holes. He set up bottom once again. This time it's going to be on 897, and he's in a lot of trouble. He needs to get out of here. Through the trees, the Surge comes out, trying to run away, but the vacuum back into the stump. Sleight of fist, searing chains, and he's alive for now. Abaddon coming over, might be able to save his life. The Mistcoil comes in with a Reaper Sight, but that's not going to do much damage. The wall gets dropped down. Here comes the black hole with the Doom. That's on the Darkseer, but that's it. Can they get more? Because behind them is the big bad old chicken, and he's trying to rain down some damage onto the side of Royal Academies. Pop the BKB. He'll get the kill to the Enigma, who's already used the black hole. Down goes Abaddon. They pop back on the Tusk. They don't hit the searing chains on these heroes running away. And that ends up with a buyback. Reaper Scythe Doom, borrowed time, black hole, everything in the kitchen sink used for just that Darkseer kill in the Tusk.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
So still at a 3,000 net worth advantage. They pick up the Bloodstone. Necro ends up surviving. He's getting close to this sacred relic. Now he's got enough gold. Trying to finish the Radiance in full, of course. So 1,200 gold away from that. Used all their ultis. Metamorphosis is though on cooldown for another 70 seconds. Rubik nearby. Fadewell comes out and they're starting to chase. They need to get away from this Rubik. Pulse Nova, Searing Chains. Pulse Nova started by the Rubik. Bloodstone will be activated. They've got the vacuum with the snowball. There's the wall once again. DDC popping the borrowed time. They look over at Old Chicken, who's got the BKB bopped one more time. And that's only a 9-second BKB. The Sunder comes out. Flyby drops. They look for the Lashrak. He's getting low, but they get the kill on a Dark. And Old 11. Down goes Kaka. 3 heroes die, possibly more. They look over at Old Chicken. And he just comes out of nowhere, out of left field, and kills DDC. So, adding some Bloodstone charges. Bloodstone pays off immediately. Enigma closing in on that BKB. Would love to have it soon so it can reliably get that black hole off. It's got enough for the Mithril Hammer. It's 1,450 gold away from grabbing it. But now they go in with the smoke. The Dire Scan. Ooh, skirting the edge. Tusk. Oh, Terrorblade. Oh, boy. And looking for it. Has the black hole, but they just doom him. Behind them, the Sleight of Fist Searing Chains. They need to be careful for the Ember Spirit. He held the black hole. The shards come in. That splits up the team. They look over the Tusk, who uses the Snowball. Ghost Shroud, used already by 897. And Dark getting low. And coming over for that yummy Bloodstone charge will be the Leshrac. They get the black hole. It's on the 2. Is it enough to vacuum into the wand to everybody? 897's dominating. They lose the Leshrac as well as the Abaddon. There's the Reaper Scython of the Terrorblade to take him out for 110 seconds. He does have buyback. The root coming from the Rod of Atos on the old 11. The chase is on from 897. He's got himself a triple kill. They look over at the last remaining hero, which is this Ember Spirit, who's trying to kill Flyby. Will do so. And now he's trying to get out scot-free. This Darkseer has been MVP.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
By far. The amount of vacuums he's landed, we're going to pause again, most likely. This lag is for both of us. I would assume. There it is. MVP, and I wish I had replay set up for you guys because he has landed 5-man vacuums, 4 or 5-man vacuums every single time. If there are 5 heroes there, they have been vacuumed into that spot. I don't know what to call it, but it has been successful every single time. To be honest, it's really kind of hard to have these pauses. To ramp up, have a pause, calm down. To ramp up, pause, calm down. It like blows the flow. It's really hard to keep it together. Hasn't been the best. But September uses that black hole. He should have the BKB for the next time. And with that, a lot more reliable, especially with the Darkseer. Only a 2,000 net worth lead. But the experience, which was very much in the favor of Keen Gaming, has found its way back. And that's one of the most important things. Because Keen Gaming were making their way back into this game via the experience. Now that it's back to even, the game looks a bit different in terms of my thought trajectory. They still have a 2,000 net worth lead. But I think things are looking okay for Keen Gaming. Despite that fight. So, Necro. Shivas, that's what that plate mail was coming in for. Man, who's in Roche? The Leshrac. Down to 14 Bloodstone charges. Double damage picked up here for 897. This will be the first Roche of the game. Aegis, we'll see who it goes on. Nobody coming over from Keen Gaming. They just can't without the Terrorblade. And the Aegis is picked up for the Leshrac, no surprise. About a minute until Black Hole is back up. We'll have that BKB in a minute's time, unless he ends up dying and just gets health away from it. But for the most part, he should have it. Take a look at the Doom. His farm is impressive. Sitting second on the net worth for the Radiant side. Top of the net worth for the Radiant. And going into the heart is the Necro. Four staff, BKB for the Leshrac. Let's see. Did they smoke? No, they did. Remnant back. There's the BKB. What's the BKB at here for the Ember? It's 9. The Terrorblade should be 8 or 7. It's actually 6. I haven't realized he's used it that much. And they have Black Hole in 5, but they've got the Doom that's on the Ember. Nowhere for him to go with the Reaper Scythe coming in. 130 seconds on the sideline. Dead with buyback. Infernal Blade hitting on the Tusk. They might be able to set up for a Black Hole. A little bit of lag coming in the vacuum into the wall. That's going to be on a lot of these heroes on the Radiant side, but it's not going to matter. The Black Hole comes out. Now the stolen Black Hole comes through. 3 heroes dead on Royal. The Sunder comes in from the Terrorblade. Make it a 4th. Kaka, you madman. Finally, the opportunity. And the BKB gets popped. He throws down the first Black Hole, and it's immediately stolen by Kaka. Wow. And oh, lag. We're gonna hit another pause, but hopefully they'll be able to siege this high ground first.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So there they go for the tier 3. They should be able to get it. Nothing really stopping them, except for really the lag.
Radiant's middle tower has
There it
fallen.
is. Oh, Shishi. G. Oh. We're not lagging! This is the best day of my life! Oh my god. Finally seeing some cooldowns. 48 seconds on the Black Hole. I still have this Aegis though. So let's get back in and let's get serious. We were fun, now we're serious. I just don't want to see this game start to lag again. They've got the end disc here on the Ember Spirit. Shiva's Guard. No, Lincoln Sphere next. He was thinking about the Shivas. And terribly going for the Nullifier.
Radiant's top tower is under
A lot
attack.
of items, a lot of expensive items possibly being saved up for. And you've got the Lashrak here. Like I said, with the Aegis, they're going to be hoping to maybe get the Black Hole going. I was hoping at around 10 seconds cooldown they'd set up on something. The Blink. Yi with great reaction time with the Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains to come through.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Looks like the Dire are going to take their opportunity to turn this around. 9-7 has to be careful because he was rooted up by the Ancient Creeps, and now the chase is on. They've got themselves the shards as well as the telekinesis. Miscoil trying to keep him alive. Walrus Punch comes out. Reaper Scythe through on the Tusk. Not going to be enough. They'll get the kill. He's dead for 95 seconds. Now the chase on a DDC. Vacuuming back to the high ground. Aegis has been reclaimed. Pop the borrowed time. Surround him. Make sure he can't get far enough away. And there is a second kill here for Keen Gaming. So after all is said and done, they don't use the Aegis effectively. The Ancient gets the assist on that one, rooting him. They get 2 kills. They take a net worth lead. And this is their first net worth lead all game. All 3 hours. 2.5. Who knows how long. 36 minutes, of course. That's how long it took. But they've got the Necro dead for 45 seconds, and this is going to give them an opportunity to go into the high ground. They have Metamorphosis ready as well. Glyph ready for Royal, too. Steal the Midnight Pulse.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Radiant will fortify with 23 seconds till they get the Necro back. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, that's out onto the Doom. They've also got the Walrus Punch, Telekinesis, lifting him up, keeping him immobilized. The Vacuum into the wall, that's on 2 of these heroes. Flyby ends up falling, he's going to be dead for 70 seconds, so buyback immediately. The Pulse Nova ringing out some damage, but not going to be enough to deter King Gaming from moving into the base. They've got themselves both sets of these racks. Or both halves of this set of racks, and they take out September. And he's forced to buy back as well. Maybe they could get some exit kills. They've got the Doom onto the Terrorblade. Searing Chains comes out on D2C, as well as the Leshrac. And I believe the Doom that was stolen by the Rubik back over onto the Necrophos. Snowball charged up, held for a while. Post Nova ringing down onto the Tusk. Might be enough damage. Vacuum, Split Earth, avoided. They get the kill onto the Tusk. He'll buy back. And DDC getting low. Might end up falling. Will end up falling. He's forced to buy back as well. They still have Black Hole, but they just don't have the BKB. They need to find these heroes close together so he can get a Black Hole to get in here for the side of the Radiant. The Reaper Scythe comes in, but it's not enough damage, and now he gets the Manta Style walking away with the Infernal Blade and the Surge. Not enough. 89 seconds on the sidelines. There's the blink forward looking for old 11. Flyby continuing his chase, looking to get this Darkseer, but he surges again. Meanwhile, bottom, Tusk has been spotted. Flyby comes in, and the snowball only extends the inevitable. So this game continuing to go back and forth. They got the Tusk, they got the Terrorblade. If they can force the Terrorblade buyback, and that's going to be hard here against Yi. He is pretty built at this point.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Here they go.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Still got Black Hole. They've got the BKB up again. It's an 8-second BKB here for September. Flyby moving forward, and they start to take the tier 3. They want to force the buyback of the Terrorblade, who's continuing to hold it, but they'll take the tier 3 tower. Now they'll look over the racks. It's just 14 seconds. Trying to hold out as best he can. He wants 2 lives. Vacuum wall on to 3, moving forward. Yes, they pop the borrowed time. A lot of damage being taken here by 897, but he'll be fine. Sleight of Fist once again. Terrorblade back alive. So the game's sitting at even. They gave up the tier 3 tower. They used the wall. Terrorblade back alive. And looks like he'll buy out on the Nullifier. It might have been the reason he didn't buy back is because he needs this Nullifier. Wants to pick it up as quickly as he can. I think he has to hold on a buyback. What's his surplus? 2,000? Not bad. Over towards Roche. Roche is up in 5 seconds. They spot old 11. And now the Sleight of Fist Searing Chains. That comes out onto DDC. The Split Earth lands. Darkseer in a little bit of trouble. Flyby comes over. The Doom's going to land. And now Snowball keeping him alive, avoiding the Reaper Sight. They end up getting the kill anyway. The buyback is going to come out from the Darkseer. They move forward. And they get themselves the kill on 897. He'll buy back. The Black Hole comes through onto the Rubik, locking him down, getting him killed, and back to life he comes with the buyback. The BKB Popeye Chicken, as well as the Metamorphosis looking over at Flyby, who's already used the Doom that was on the Darkseer earlier. Split Earth onto Yi. Isn't going to be enough. They've got the Necro who just fought back, but the damage from Old Chicken is way more than enough. They've got the Telekinesis coming in from the Rubik. DDC's dead for 100. Old 11 trying to run. Split Earth lands once again. The Shiva's popped. Old 11 getting low, surging away. Still alive. Ooh, Yi. Remnants over to the right. They get the kill on the Leshrac, dead for 93 seconds. Now they look over the Necro. He's gone for 2 minutes. This could just be it. Game 3 looks inevitable. So only the Enigma is alive. And we'll come to the high ground with a minute before anybody respawns. Don't have meta for 80, but the play's gotta be straight tier 4s. And GG's called. We're going to game 3. We're going to game 3. I love it. Keen Gaming, they pull out the victory. I mean, this game only took 41 minutes. They got to the late game. Terrorblade went off. Really, the Rubik saving them with that Black Hole at that point. What, an hour ago? And Old 11 was on fire. 4-4 and 31. absolute man. And it looked like he wasn't having that great of a game to start, but again, as time went by, him and Old Chicken destroyed and ran through Royal Academy. So, game 3. Why not, right, guys? Might even have a co-caster for this one. As we'll be ready and back, hopefully, with a stable server. We'll find out who's going to take second place in this group. Coming up next. I'm your caster, B-Cop. Let's take a look at this a little bit more in depth just before I tune out here. They only had a 2,000 net worth lead, 3,000 net worth lead max. Went their way for just a moment. The buybacks came out from Royal Academy, and that was all they needed. Terrorblade still in the Metamorphosis, and buying back into that fight, they ended up losing everybody except for the Enigma, and the Black Hole just wasn't good enough. It was only on the Rubik. So, King Gaming, they even it up. We'll be back hopefully soon.